Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. And thank you for tuning in. My name's Bob Wagner. And every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, we have a fast start Zoom just to go over some things from the previous week and share ideas for the upcoming week. And the one thing I want to talk about tonight, and I will be posting this, I'll be sending it out by email, but also posting it mainly in our training page on Facebook. But tonight I'm going to go through some things in regards to launching and or relaunching your business. And, before I do that, I just want to mention a couple things, and then I got some slides to bring up. But, we've just gone through, give or take, I guess it's almost 5 months now of dealing with the virus, and, what's just so unpredictable as a business person with the virus is that every state is dealing with things differently. Every county is dealing with things differently within the state, and every country is dealing with it differently. And so it's hard to have a steadfast rule or a steadfast time frame of doing things. So I share that because I don't know that there's a perfect time to be talking about launching and relaunching your business, but I feel in the United States this is a good time. We're winding down a month with July, and then we're starting a fresh new month in regards to August. And I think it's a proper time. So let me share my screen with you. Okay, there we go. So again, I know there's people in late, and that's okay. Welcome. But I've spent a lot of time this past weekend, and also today, I'm talking to different people around the country, both distributors and corporate. Had a Zoom with the general manager over in Europe today, and everybody's kind of in a different place, but the general rule that everyone's agreed upon is that it is definitely time for all distributors in LifeVantage to be launching or relaunching their LifeVantage business. And there's a reason for that, okay? And, you need to keep an open mind for this. I know a lot of people have the mentality that, well, I already talked to that person. Oh, I already shared information with that person. That person's an idiot. That person's not interested. On and on and on. And we all have boatloads of those people. Okay, we all do. But you and I, we don't have the right. We don't have the right to disclude. I don't even know if that's to not include them when we're sharing information about our products and business. We need to, our job as business owners in LifeVantage, as having distributorships in LifeVantage, our responsibility and our job is to share information about the business and share information about the product. It's their job to read it or not read it, watch it or not watch it, keep it or delete it, decide it's for them or not for them, decide that the timing's good or the timing's bad, to decide whether they need it or don't need it, whether they want it or don't want it. See, that's not for you or me to decide. That's for them to decide. So we have to remember our responsibility with LifeVantage as distributors, as ambassadors of our brand and ambassadors of our business, okay, it's up to us to share the information, and then it's up to them to do any combination of things that I just mentioned, okay? That's not for me or you to decide. So why do I say that first? Well, when it comes to launching and relaunching your LifeVantage business, we need to include everybody. And that means everyone that you've ever spoken from day one, unless they're dead, okay, they need to be reapproached. They need to be, sent information again. They need to be updated. They need to be checked in on. They need to be, maybe the most important thing that you could ever do. They need to know that you're still in. They need to know that you're still doing it. They need to know that you still take the product. They need to know that you're still earning money from it. They need to know your business is better than ever. See, I haven't heard from you in a while. They just assume it faded out. Let's face it, a lot of people get involved in a marketing company, all excited for the first month or two, and then they just disappear. And the people that reject us out there, they just expect you to be another one of those people, okay? And I'm not including me in April, but the new people that meet me in April for the first time, they expect that from us too. For the people that known us for years, they have no idea what we're like, because we'd never quit, okay? I mean, it's just, I couldn't even retire back when 9/11 happened. I tried, okay? I did my best to, we played on the beach for 3 years in New York, but, I just got bored, man. I needed that thrill of the hunt. I needed that interaction. I needed that fun. The business for me in April is part of our life. It's not just like how we earn a living. I was talking to Lisa today, the GM over in Europe, and I said, this is the longest stretch in our career, which is over 28 years now. Okay, this is the longest stretch where we've been kind of, without people. I mean, a person here and there and all that, but, without a meeting, without interacting with, management and ownership and, and I mean in person, okay? I'm not talking about this, Zoom. And thank God for Zoom. I mean, really, it's allowed our business to grow and prosper during a pandemic. I mean, what more can you say? Just thank God for Zoom. But, it doesn't replace what we've been used to. It has temporarily replaced what we've been used to, and that's the live interaction with people. That's sharing your business, with people you care about. That's team building. That's going out to eat after a meeting. That's having a glass of wine after a meeting. That's sleeping over when you're out of town. That's, we miss that. I miss that. That has become a very big part of the business. So let me share this with you. If I've been in the business, with April for 28 years, and things have changed, okay, for us, okay, well, what's changed for us? Well, just life has changed everything's changed, okay? Nobody's doing exactly what they were doing before. If nothing else, we're all going out in public with a mask on like it's Halloween, okay? So, but everything's changed. You don't just go to your favorite restaurant. You don't even know if they're still open. You don't just go catch a movie. They're not open yet, or they might, in Florida, they might have opened last weekend. I'm not sure, but, so everything requires planning, checking and stuff. So what does that mean? Well, not everyone work. They can't decide what to do with school. So, are the kids going back to school or are they not? Are they doing it live or are they doing it online? What's going on? Well, that determines if maybe both parents are going to go to work or not go to work. And maybe one's been called back, maybe not. So what am I saying that for? Okay. Well, because you're wrestling with whether you reapproach everybody that you work your new contacts. And I'm saying you must do that. And the reason why you must do that is everybody's life has been changed. Okay, everybody. And everybody means everybody. Okay, even if you don't know a single person who got sick and nobody in your family got sick and you didn't get sick and you feel great during the, pandemic, you lost weight, and even if it's great, you're one in a million. Okay, everybody's life got changed, but here's the most important thing that happened. Okay, the most important thing that happened. Everybody's rethinking everything. What's important to them, what they do day to day, what the future looks like, whether they like their job or don't like their job, whether they like their business or don't like their business. Everything's changed. So when things change, priorities change, and there's a new window of opportunity with people. Okay, because what are the two biggest things right now, if we're going to say right now, okay, the two biggest things that LifeVantage has that no one else has? Well, obviously, you can work it from home. And not just home. I mean, you could we work from the beach half the time. You can work it from anywhere. You don't need to be in a certain place at a certain hour. You can work it from anywhere at any time with anybody, okay? Huge, huge benefit to being in a business like LifeVantage, okay? What else? Well, I was saying this to somebody the other day, but being in the health products that we're into, the NRF2 and all of what that does, the NRF1, the NAD, all of that stuff, I got to tell you, I don't know of many, if any, people using LifeVantage products that got sick. I just don't. Maybe there's a few, maybe a couple tested positive and sat it out for 2 weeks. I don't know. Okay, but you know what? The people taking LifeVantage products are pretty healthy. Okay, so there's something to be said, and I'm not making any health claims, but there's something to be said for what our products have done in regards to strengthening our immune systems and keeping us healthy. Okay, there's something to be said for that. So we're into that wellness, preventative care, business, and we have an opportunity to work from home, and we have low startup cost. Okay, I mean, let's face it, an absolutely broke person, that's just, has no money, can still start a business. I mean, in April, they could have started for free, but can still start a business for $50. Okay, and most people come up with $250, $650, or $1,250 to start a business. And I mean most, almost everybody can still do that. Okay, so what are we doing? Well, we need to throw our hat in the ring and let people know what we got. And the people that we've spoken to before, we need to let them know our business is doing better than ever. Okay, we've grown for 5 straight months, okay, we've grown during a pandemic when many, many, many businesses went out of business, okay? We had our best year ever, and I don't know why they didn't give the numbers. Our fiscal year ended in June. Normally the middle of July, they'd give the numbers. For some reason, they're waiting to give the figures to Wall Street in August. But, some of the people that were on a Zoom the other day were pretty excited about the numbers they're going to be reporting to Wall Street. So, we had our best year. We had some of our best months during the pandemic. So we need to let people know, because here's what's on people's minds. Even if they get to go back to the job that they have, okay, even if they do, they get to go back, even if they've been compensated for downtime or collected some of the government money to help cover, okay, they're going to be looking for a backup plan. They're going to be looking for a second source of income. They're going to be looking for some future, future way of earning money. They're going to diversify a little bit. They're not going to have all their eggs in one basket. So we need to reapproach, okay? We need to reapproach everybody out there and, you know, and launch or relaunch our LifeVantage business. So the post-virus begun, and I understand there's still some areas you can't do certain things. Okay, sports have started going to school in August, whether it's online or in person, but they're going back. So the post-virus era is beginning, okay? It's begun. And it's time to take advantage of the timing that you and I have, okay, being business owners in LifeVantage. Okay, now here are some key points that I want to talk to you about. You got to focus on the other person, the product, okay? It's all about them, not you, okay? And you need to be the hope. You need to be, show empathy for whatever their situation might be, but you need to be their hope, and more important, you need to be kind about it, okay? You got to let them know that you can relate and you understand. You then need to let them know that LifeVantage did extremely well during the lockdown. Okay, well, why did it do well? Well, we had an opportunity for people to work from home and get paid daily, weekly, or monthly, depending on how much they were doing. Okay, we need to share how great the leadership that's steering the LifeVantage, how great they are, how they anticipated what was going to need to be done and they were ahead of it. How just, whether it's the very top of the heap with managers all the way down to the leadership of the distributor base and all the way down from there, we were ahead of it. We were ahead of it. And, we're going to continue forward from this point. What do we got to do? Well, we need to do that ITT system. And, if you haven't launched the video, Rachel did a great video. It got emailed to everybody. It's on the LifeVantage website. You can get it everywhere. But, Rachel Jackson did a great video on how to utilize the new ITT system. That means how to maximize the invite, getting the ball, get them started, getting them invited to begin the process, to watch a video, to check it out, to read something, look at something, whatever it might be, to use the tools that are available once they've shown, an interest in it, and then to take advantage of the team that's involved, and get good at it. Look, rejection is great because you get better and better. If you go out, and I know we want someone and have them join, and I get it, and everybody does, okay, but you don't learn nothing from that, right? You don't learn why they did it. You don't know nothing. They just did it, okay? You get really good when you do it a lot of times, and you get rejected a lot of times, and you refine your skills, you sharpen your blade, you get better, okay? You never get better without rejection, okay? You only get better through rejection. Well, what do? You got to get rejected a lot, okay? A lot. Well, that means you need to approach everybody, everybody on Facebook, everybody on Instagram, everybody that's in your phone, everybody's email that you have, okay? And we got to treat it like today's our first day. We need to start over, okay? Today is, I've always believed, and April and I have always lived our lives this way, our business lives, to always be in launch mode, okay? I'm saying start over and include everyone as if today is day one in the business. But, every few months, we should all be doing that anyway. We should just be starting over every few months. Why? Because people's situation change. They change. It's not the same as it was 3 months earlier. People get sick, people get well, people lose jobs, people get promoted. Things change. Kids grow up. College expenses come in. On and on and on. So it's never the same. So we always should be in launch mode. Okay. Rachel calls it phase one, in phase one of your business. Okay. But here's the other thing. Okay. Two other things before I cut it. Your why and or your story is very, very, very important. Okay. And I know some of you couldn't tell it if your life depended on it. If I just say, tell me a story, how'd you get here? Where'd this all come from? You couldn't tell it to me in 2 or 3 minutes. Okay. And I'll tell you, I'll give you a good idea. Okay. It's funny, April did one this weekend. We're going to get our testimonies, both of ours. April's individually, and then us together as a couple. Okay. So it can be on YouTube. So we can just use it. Okay. So April did hers this weekend. I thought she did a great job. Look at it, it's public. But get your story down. And the reason I'm saying tape it or video it is then watch it and see if it moves you. When I looked at it, April recorded it without me. I was downstairs, she was upstairs. And when I looked at it, I said, that moves me. That's good. Okay. And it's our story, but just the way she said it and the way she looked and the way she did what she did, I said, that's very good. Okay. Nothing's perfect and it ain't supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be your story. So make a video and watch it and see what you think of your story and say, does that give me the warm and fuzzies? Is that person likable? Is that somebody I could see myself being in business with? That's what I mean by check it out. And then last but not least, launch your business on all platforms. Okay. Number one, and always will be, and this will never change, is your warm market is always the best, and the telephone is always the best. To pick up the phone and say, hi, how you doing? And let them talk a little bit. Okay. Obviously, everybody texts now, so texting is a very common way of reaching out. But all the platforms on social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, whatever it might be, okay. And email, obviously, email is very good also. But look at where your contacts are, and then say each day for the week, say you're going to do 5 different things. Let's say on Tuesday, you're going to call, 5 or 10 people that are in your phone. Okay. Wednesday, you're going to text, 5 or 10 people. Thursday, you're going to instant message some people on either Instagram or Facebook. Okay. And Friday, you're going to send an email out to people that you're not quite sure about. See, I'm just throwing ideas out there, but these are the things that April and I do. So in closing, I want to share this. We are starting a new era in LifeVantage. It's a brand new year. Okay. They did an amazing job for the 5 months during the pandemic. Okay. We need to get the word out, because everybody that you and I knew, let's call it, the way I relate to it is, from the time we returned from Cancun in the middle of February to here we are getting ready to start August, okay? Nobody's life is the same from the 2,000 people that were together in Cancun, okay, to where we are now. Everybody's life changed. So that means everybody is considering where they're at and how they earn money, and they have their health in mind. So what could be better than talking to them new and fresh about LifeVantage and your opportunity and your products? So anyway, that's the message for this week. We got the rest of 5 days to finish out July, and April and I are available to help you out with, any questions, Zooms, or 3-way calls that you may need. Have a great night, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. We'll be posting this on our training page either later tonight or first thing in the morning. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.